And we are live. Not really.
Wow, what a wonderful clarification there, Buttface.
What a great invention.
What a great invention. The internet, calling 15-year-olds gay since 1998. Terrific.
91.
Yeah, but that wasn't really an efficient internet.
I mean, I don't know if they were really I know what you mean, but were people out advanced by 98 either?
Some fucking kid, 1991, buys Super Nintendo, pops in Super Mario World. Thanks. Technology will never get better than this.
Speaking
and now we have Twitter.
Old school Nintendo games.
Is this the shill?
The shill again?
Yes, this is the time for the shill because it annoys the shit out of both of you.
Not really me.
Idea.
Not really me, but spread those ass cheeks and pour yourself out over the
Check
internet.
out Studio Crazy Train for my game devlogs for a funny, haha, Fire Emblem inspired game. And check out the Chuckle Fucks if you want Camity. There you go, I shortened it that time, assholes.
Good.
I deserve the death.
Alright, so, what's going on? How do you want to start? You want to start with the OCs, I guess?
Yeah, so I was in Tennessee, went up to South Dakota, where Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane were from, Deadwood, and I was on...
Everyone knows that. You don't need that much detail.
You know what Deadwood is, really?
Oh, they don't? Yeah, there was that show about it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. But in any event, going back through Tennessee, there was a firework company called Big Boy, and the mascot was Wario with different clothes and not a mustache. That's pretty cool that they just...
I think you had more to say about it than just that.
I mean, that's
He never does.
I never do, and that's just the lead-in to all the possibilities of original characters there are. How many gay original characters?
Possibilities.
All the gay original characters that are just waiting to be made.
Like the guy in not important from Hatred, but he's stuck at your cock.
This dick is not important.
What's important is how I am about to suck it. I fucking hate not gay sex.
Yeah, that's
I will
that
die.
makes sense.
I will die sucking cock. I always wanted to die in a gay way.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. So you saw Thor, right?
Oh, you want to go right into that? Yeah, alright. Yeah, I saw Thor.
We're really starting with this, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Both of you have kind of heard my spiel about this, because it was a while.
I might have a slightly different spiel, but I agree with most of what you say.
Okay, so I went to this Thor movie. It wasn't good. It wasn't as bad as it could have possibly been, but it is worse than I thought it would be. Because honestly, the trailers for this one didn't look that bad. Like, it looked like because it looks like, Thor is taking the cosmic equivalent of a gap year to find himself. That's what the trailers made it look like, but that's not really what the movie's about at all. It's about this villain who's a total non-entity, like in all these Marvel movies, who's played by Christian Bale, by the way, which I didn't even know till the end, which, they get an A-list actor, they don't utilize him whatsoever, total waste.
Per usual.
The only villain I really remember being that interesting in any of these Marvel movies is the terrorist from Guardians of the Galaxy. And he was just the worst.
I completely agree.
And he was just the worst version of Nero from the new Star Trek movies. It was literally the same gimmick, but like that was anyway. So the movie is not about what it looks like it's gonna be about. It's about this asshole who kills God with some gay sword shows him point. And that is that's pretty close to because almost nothing happens in this movie, but there's so much exposition. There's maybe more exposition to amount of things happening. Wait, the ratio is one of the most fucked up I've ever seen. And, like, it's some of the dialogue is like literally, we have to get Zeus's thunderbolt because it is powerful and it could kill the guy who can kill the guy.
No way, it's that bad.
Not far off.
Okay.
Kill the odds.
Hayden? That's
Yeah,
not
what's up?
far off. Is it?
No, it's not far off. I'm not disagreeing. I say kill the odds.
Andrew doesn't agree. He doesn't believe it. But I wanted to talk. Speaking of exposition, I told both of you about this. In the last movie, they end up in a shittier version of Asgard, and it's off some island off the coast of New Zealand. And they literally do a play, which is a worse version of the last movie.
Oh, I remember this.
So they're just to stick a finger in everyone's eye for seeing this movie, which I'm part of the problem. I saw it.
I didn't.
But, what?
I didn't, and I refuse to.
Well, I mean, good for you. I'm not used to having.
Well, good for poop. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, it's not even a Marvel. There hasn't been one good. I mean, Jeff Goldblum was funny in that one, but there hasn't been a good Thor movie ever.
I thought the last one was okay.
I didn't.
For Marvel, it was okay.
I didn't. And I'm tired. I'm not going to support it anymore. It's over. No more Thor. Absolutely no more of that.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing that's slightly different than that?
What?
Well, let me make this point about the fucking shitty play they do with the movie.
That's really dog shit. But yeah, go ahead.
So they make this. So there's this play in the movie where it's a worse version of the last movie. Like, I am Odin, and I am turning into Stardust now. And these are literal. This is literal dialogue. Like the last was almost literal. This is literally what it is. Like, your hammer is broken. What are you going to do now? And they're making fun of the audience that sees these fucking movies, and they probably deserve it. But it doesn't matter. It's like all these other things, like the NFL or porn, that they just blatantly hate the consumer thing. This is one of those things. So, where you don't want to let go. Anyway, yeah. There's also like I try not to be the guy that's like, I can't believe there was gay shit in this movie. Like, well, there's going to be. I mean, we know that from now on. But the rock monster from the last movie, we find out everyone, I guess like everyone's a dude in his race, and they all have gay sex.
No way! You're kidding.
They all have gay sex.
Actually, wrong. He's just specifically gay.
But he says that he had two dads that had a gay.
He said his dad and his mom.
No, he said his dad's.
Maybe I misheard it. Never mind.
I think we're supposed to infer that his entire species is gay, and they have rock butt babies.
So this is literally DeviantArt at this point.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All people have babies.
Also, this is. I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but like the director of this one and the last one, he's from New Zealand. So, like, everyone that's not a main character has, like, this really weird, inexplicable, like, Polynesian accent. It's pretty off-putting. I don't know. It shouldn't bother me, but it is just
It's weird. It sounds weird.
Zeus was actually okay. Zeus was probably the best part because he looks and sounds like
I somewhat disagree. He was boring as shit to me.
He did suck, but he looks and sounds like a drunk Greek diner owner.
I get it.
With a drug problem. So he was so by that metric, he was the most interesting character. By the way, this is a bar for a movie where they got Christian Bale to do nothing, to be in literally 7.5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sweet gig.
Yeah, they.
So, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I have more to say, but go on.
I'm gonna say most of this movie was dog shit, with the exception of 2 parts, and they're both very, very brief. No, because that's just lame the way they did it.
No. It looks funnier than it's gonna be.
Yeah, one, the goats are pretty lame for the most part, but I do like it when they hit the planet. Or whatever the fuck it was. because what's up?
I just laughed at
the goatsy meme, this fucking screaming goat thing. I couldn't believe they did that.
Hold on.
The fucking millennial came up with that.
It's mostly cringe, but I do like that one part where they hit a planet because I like they don't die, but I wish they did. That would have been funny. But
wait, I'm looking for it now. I look up goats hitting planet Thor.
Have fun looking for that scene. I don't think you'll find it, but
we're not gonna find it yet.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, the other scene, actually,
oh my god,
ironically enough,
they scream like that the whole movie.
No, yes, they do the goat screaming the whole movie from like 10 years ago.
Oh my god.
All I was gonna say was the very last part of the movie, which most of it was pretty dog shit, but not the most dog shit I've seen on Marvel. It was just a whatever for the most part, from my perspective. But the last scene where Thor's love interest literally fucking dies.
Yeah.
And like the villain's lame. But the way Thor basically adopted a child was actually pretty heartwarming for a fucking Marvel movie of all things.
I don't know. I mean, you know they're not gonna kill a kid in a Marvel movie, so that kid is coming back.
That's not my point.
But it kind of is, because I mean, like, you know that kid is coming back.
I didn't say the kid dying was heartwarming. I said the kid.
No, I know, but you know that's gonna happen. They would not let a kid die.
You didn't know it would be the cost of Thor's fucking love interest.
That's true.
That was what I was saying.
I will say I do applaud them for killing off Natalie Portman. I mean, probably not really, because she's in Valhalla or whatever.
It's the afterlife for fucking everybody in fiction. Who gives a shit?
Well, it's not. I mean, she's probably not dead. Is what I'm saying. But you know.
Okay. So, like, hypothetically, they're gonna put her in another movie. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe.
If they do that, it would ruin the ending for me. But I like the idea of, like, his love interest died, and he became like a decent father. That's actually pretty well written. Ironically enough, for a Marvel movie.
What about the goats? You don't think that's well written?
The black girl from the last movie, she has an inexplicable British accent that she did not have in the last movie.
Yeah, true. I know. I
just wanted to make another point about that. She was also she was a super annoying. This is the only time I'll really bitch about, like, this movie being political. She was a totally obnoxious girl boss character. And I get it. Yeah, I don't know, like, it must be all millennial women writing. First, like, it was just like nerdy comic book writers. But now it's just all these stupid women. I'll say that just the last thing the last thing I have to say, visually the movie's pretty cool. The scene from the trailer where he climbs the one-eyed wolf god is pretty cool. It's pretty cool looking. It's whatever. I mean, I don't know if that's great. But it is what it is. This movie's like probably a 3 out of 10 if I were to. I don't normally
Wow.
rate movies like that, but
3 out of 10. I'm really glad I didn't
like a
see
3
it.
out of 10.
I'm really glad I didn't see it. That would have pissed me off.
I give it a 5 out of 10, not because I like it,
But
because
you're grading on a curve for Marvel.
What?
Because you're grading on a curve because it's Marvel.
That's part of it. The other part is legitimately the ending, where Thor's fucking love interest dies, actually is written in a really fucking good way somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
Unless they fuck it up later, but for the moment, that's my opinion.
It's the heat of the moment kind of thing.
It's good that she died. However, I don't know. Like, now that I think about it, this may be the worst one. I can't think. Maybe Thor 2 was worse, but I think this might be this.
The only reason it's not the worst for me is because, again, the ending, where Thor becomes a father and matured in a way and his love interest died, is actually well written. That's just my honest opinion.
Well, I'm not talking about that anymore.
No, I get it, but that's what
Guardians 2 is worse. Guardians 2 is worse.
You were definitely correct there.
You know, it's definitely less boring than this. Like, in Guardians 2, Kurt Russell was much better than Donnie.
Hey, remember Guardians 2 when Pac-Man showed up and blew my brains out?
Yeah. That movie was worse, but it was more entertaining. That at least worked closer on the level of being.
Oh man, Pete, I forgot to tell you before the show, but we're not doing the incel debate anymore. We're just doing will Russia leave? Will the war end with Russia and Ukraine by Christmas, or will it go into next year? I'm saying it'll go into next year. This is going to be later in August.
It's going to end by Christmas.
And he says it's going to end by Christmas. So that's not going to be that funny. But you can go to it. You can join it if you really want to. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Did you hear any of that?
I did.
Yes.
Not you. Okay, alright. The Medicare thing, as soon as I get the car, I'm gonna contact Flamenco and see if we can get Medicare on this show and you can debate Ralph. That'd be fucking awesome. If that happens, kind of a low ball, but if it happens, I would recommend you come on there and just make fun of Medicare for not having cancer. Because he doesn't have cancer.
Having fake cancer.
I mean, Medicare, please make fun of me for not liking this whole movie. Well, it wasn't actual cancer, it was just a fucking tumor in my brain. Make fun of me for that, too.
Okay.
It's closer than he'll ever have.
Matt, if I had brain surgery, how would they remove cancer? Tell me right now.
I don't know. That's why I thought you said you had cancer, and I just believed.
You know, it could have been. It could have been.
No,
It could have been
I was about
cancer.
to bring up, make fun of me for liking somewhat, sort of, that Thor movie for only the ending. And that, Andrew, you can fight me on this if I'm wrong, but if you can pirate that ending, I think you would like the ending at least.
I actually liked it the second you said. Hold on.
I didn't say he should watch the whole movie.
I'll skip to the end. Hold on. It is worth it actually. And before you even told me the details, I was sold.
Wait. It's not worth wasting 15 minutes of your time watching that ending.
No, it is. It's fine. No, let me finish. Can I finish?
No, apparently not.
Okay, alright. I was gonna say...
Except me.
It's one of you. It's always one of you. Okay, I was gonna say that you had me at Natalie Portman dies. So I am good. I was gonna watch it anyway. Before you even gave me all the details, I will watch it. Before I go to bed tonight.
So you can even watch the ending online right now?
I'll just have to see if I can pirate it. If I can, yeah.
I mean, Matt, you can disagree with me, but like, if you pirate a fucking ending, that's
but it's not like the movie is just not worth watching.
I'm not watching it.
Matt,
I'm not watching it.
The ending is part of the movie.
But she dies.
There's no part of the movie that is bad.
Listen, okay, two things. One, she dies. Two, this way I'm not giving my enemies money.
I know you're joking, but some people might be like, yeah. You have $9 for a ticket.
What? We're paying?
Yeah, it's coming from yeah.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I was happy when you said she died.
Why are all of you... Okay, go on.
What?
Why are all of you so sensitive? One of you says anything, and you're like, oh, I didn't mean it like that.
It's you.
I don't feel that way.
But that's how both of you are acting.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm a clown. What am I gonna say?
Idiot. That's why it sounds like that.
Dude, and I mean, Peyton's more sensitive than you, but give me a break, Matt. You're more sensitive than I am.
No, okay, maybe in general.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hold on. Maybe in general, but not in terms of my reactions to things on this show.
Alright, that's fair. No, I'll take it. No, I agree with that.
Yes.
No, I agree with that. I'll take that.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyways.
I'm going up a hill, and I am gay.
Going up a hill,
And I am gay. Go. Welcome back.
Can I ask Matt a question before we move on?
Yeah, because it's about Thor, because I'm done with Thor now.
Yeah, we're kind of done with Thor. We had a seamless transition to go to our next segment, which is gay Netflix.
I was going to think of something else real quick if that wasn't it.
Alright, as long as it's 30 seconds. Hold on, I'll give you 30 seconds. You're on the clock, go.
Move on to the next subject. I don't give a shit.
Okay, I was being fair.
So now that transition is ruined.
Oh my god, you bitch. Bitch, who cares? The show sucks. Because I'm gay, I'm going up a hill to suck a penis.
I'm going to kill the monster by screaming at it.
I forgot about that until you brought it up. I totally forgot about that until you brought it up. That she killed one of them by screaming at it.
The show was kind of good for one season, but now it's a parody of itself.
Season 2 was okay. Season 2, this is my review of Stranger Things. Season 2 technically was better than Season 1. If I was rating it objectively, but Season 1 was better in the sense that there was mystery behind what was going on. It was better...
Magic and mystery behind Potato Canisius?
Yeah, the magic and mystery behind vagina face monsters, yeah. The Season 1, it was a lot of that Mary Sue shit, obviously, because there's the girl who was being tested by the government and made into a super freak during the Cold War with the Russians, whatever. But so that, it was like, from a interest point of view, like from an interest perspective, Season 1 was the best because it had the most mystery with it. Kind of like people said about FNAF, like, oh, the mystery, but this was real. There was actual mystery in Season 1. And then in Season...
12-year-olds.
Dude, FNAF, I never believed that, but I did hear people say FNAF is the deepest lore you'll ever see. The lore...
Were people really saying
There were people that were unironic.
They were like 11-year-olds.
No, there were 18 and 19-year-olds saying that. I remember that.
They're warring.
Yeah, there were. I remember.
69-year-olds.
Huh?
69-year-olds.
69-year-olds 69ing and vlogging about FNAF. Dressed as fucking Bonnie and Chica and shit. That's awesome. If that was the FNAF, can that be our national anthem somehow?
The fucking Stay Calm song.
Yeah, there's two 69-year-olds fucking stay calm. They're dressed like
penis in my ass. Stay calm.
They're dressed like a bunny and a rat. Stay calm. And one of them
my wits and kill myself.
No, it would be.
I wasn't fucking hell.
No, because they're dressed like the FNAF robots. They're dressed like a bunny and a rat. Stay calm, stay calm. One of them's taking it in the ass. Stay calm, stay calm. They're both approaching me. They probably have AIDS.
That's FNAF, is that the animatronics have monkeypox. They're trying to transmit it to you.
Yeah, I heard monkeypox is only almost 99% just gay guys.
It's more than 99.
Okay. Thought it was at least 99%.
69 cents more like it.
It's like 99.4 or something.
So anyway, back to but technically Stranger 2 was the best. Stranger Things 2 was the best one.
Agree.
And then 3 was terrible. And there was no reason to have 3. And at least at the end was like, oh, okay, this is the end of the trilogy. The endings suck, but at least it's over. At the very end, I haven't seen 4. I'll probably see it with somebody at some point. But the very end, they go to like some Soviet secret lab facility in Siberia, and they're experimenting on monsters. And I remember thinking, like, what the fuck? Why? The only reason is you want to make more money. There's no other reason why you would continue this shit. So, I bet it's terrible. I bet it's awful. I bet it's better than Thor, though. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's better than Thor, but like
Probably.
Yeah.
I just don't care. In any case,
Get it out of penis!
if we're talking about Netflix shows, I saw that I finally got around to watching the newest season of F is for Family. It wasn't as good as the previous few.
Kevin, if you don't stop annoying your mother...
People can make fun of me for liking that show. They're like, oh, Bill Burr's screaming, whatever, I get it. I don't know, I think Bill Burr is probably the funniest mainstream comedian.
I think F is for Family... I think F is for Family is okay. I really like his boss a lot.
I like his boss, I like his neighbors. But there really aren't any characters I don't like. In what is it, season 3, the Asian woman's kind of annoying. But yeah, that's I like the Peter Griffin neighbor's kind of annoying. The one with the he looks just like Peter Griffin, and he sneaks in his house to wear his clothes.
Roadhouse.
He's kind of funny in the show, but he is pretty annoying. But yeah, no, I do like the show. I think it's funny. I don't think it's great, but I think Bill Burr is funny, even though he's a total sellout.
Oh my god!
And this show is really the culmination of him selling out. And filling out. There might be I don't know if anyone ever watches this show. I don't know the audience will be, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that think he's pretty. Yeah, that Bill Burr's pretty Reddit. I don't think he's that bad by the standards of most comedians. You ever see the Bill Burr bit on abortion?
No, nobody has.
We'll watch that later.
Okay. I think there was funny reactions. No, nobody has.
Nobody has? I just feel like that isn't true.
I was gonna say though that Mom, you're a fucking cunt. I'm really sorry, Mom. It was a heat of the moment. I'm telling your father right now. What was the dad's name? What was Bill Burr's? Frank! Did you hear what Kevin called you? What the fuck did Kevin call you? He called me a cunt. You fucking little piece of shit. Dad, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go down to the glory hole and suck a cock in that fucking wall. Come on, Dad. Don't suck a dick. Everyone at school calling me gay because you're gay. Oh, you should have thought of that before you called your mother a fucking cunt.
Damn it, that's not, you know what? You're gonna have to learn how to take a cock like a real man.
You're gonna wait in the car while I suck a fucking dick at this glory hole.
Dad, aren't you afraid? This is before AIDS, Kevin. I can do whatever I
What
want.
the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? What AIDS? Who's helping you?
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS.
Never mind that. It's in the future. This is gonna be in your past.
This is now.
This is now. And soon it will be in your traumatic past, Kevin. You'll always remember the time you were sitting in your car while your dad was sucking off some weirdo. He slams the door. Oh man, that's the best episode. That is the best episode of F is for Faggotry. I love that one.
F is for faggot.
Yeah, F is
F is for fucknut.
F is for
fucking.
F is for fucking. Yeah.
F is for fucking.
Yeah. He just every time he gets mad at anybody, he just goes down the glory hole. He just sucks a dick. That'll show him.
Yeah.
I feel like that would really bother Kevin. Like if that actually happened on the show.
I think that would bother all the kids. Because they would all call, because it's the 70s, so they would call them all gay.
Yeah.
Because their dad is gay.
He has a really weird way of showing it.
Yeah,
That was my favorite moment in F is for Family when he hugged his dad, and the guy thinks they're gay, and he's like, "You fucking no, it's
a fucking family moment."
No, he goes, no, it was they were hugging, and he thought they were gay. He's like, "Get out of here, pole smokers! This is a family moment, you sick fuck!" He throws a beer bottle at him.
Yeah, then he has a gun.
Yeah, I watched that like 3 times.
You know what else you watched 3 times, you know? Well, I was kind of guilty of it too, but even though it wasn't that fucking funny, when the Asian kid goes as a girl, it's like, come on, follow me to George Lincoln Boulevard.
I don't know, I can't really blame
Follow
myself.
me to fart.
I can't really blame myself for wanting to watch something that funny over and over.
George Lincoln Rockwell Boulevard, that's that funny.
To me, it's that funny. But,
did everyone at the time think he was a fucking loser? Or were like,
oh, Rockwell? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Rockwell? Yeah, everybody thought Rockwell was a fucking loser. A charismatic, intelligent loser, but a loser.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you ever read about that,
Let me look up Netflix original, because Netflix is the one that has the worst original shows, and they're not worse than, like, the Hulu originals or the Amazon.
There's just so many of them.
There's just so many, and they're almost all so fucking gay. I do not like them.
And a lot of them are good for 1 season, and then they are not worth watching at all. Like, Narcos was like that.
Yeah, Alone? What's Alone? Like, my dad is largely, blind to how bad a lot of these Netflix shows are. Sometimes it gets through to him, because, like, he saw this one where it was, I think I told you about this, they had this one where it was, like, a fat guy, a woman who was bald, a Hapa, I think, possibly. It was supposed to be Journey to the West, but nobody was pure Asian, and it was, like, really fucking gay. The Buddhist monk was a chick, and almost all of the characters were girls, just to give you an idea. And my dad was like, this is pretty good, and then I read the book with him. He's like, that show fucking sucked! That was bad. Like, yeah, but you didn't even have to read the book to know it's bad. It's bad. You don't have to know the source material to see Castlevania and say, wow, this is maybe not the worst.
Edgy garbage.
Yeah, this may not be the worst, but it's nothing to write home about.
Edgy, hyper-violent garbage. I tried watching... I've tried multiple times watching The Witcher show. There's no reason I shouldn't like it, but I just don't. It's boring.
It is boring. And the acting is bad. I
like Henry Cavill. I think he's a pretty decent actor. I think he's even alright as Geralt. But it's just, the rest of the show is just not worth watching.
Oh, okay. The Netflix show is from 2013. It's just called Journey to the West. It got slammed for whitewashing the characters. It should have been slammed for sucking.
For being bad.
For being bad. Yeah, is this the one? Hold on.
None of that shit happened. Who cares if they're white?
Yeah, none of that shit. That shit's supposed to be fictional.
Yeah, it was like that Gods of Egypt movie. Like, first of all, the Egyptians, they weren't like any race we see now. Second of all, that's all fake.
No, the story Journey to the West isn't even intended to be real. It's supposed to be like a fictional series, like a series of events.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess like Egyptian mythology.
Yeah, it's
what it is. Yeah.
If you did like the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, it's another famous Chinese book, and they're all white. Well, that one's a worse example.
Yeah, but that's like historical fiction. That would be dumb.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Although the Journey to the West does take place during the Tang Dynasty, I don't know. Who cares? That show sucked. Almost all the Netflix originals suck. Castlevania is better.
Just sucks.
Castlevania is better than most of them, but it's still not very good.
I wouldn't say it sucks.
Yeah.
Netflix, you mean?
No, I wouldn't say the Castlevania show sucks exactly.
What the fuck's the Gray Man?
Oh, I've heard of that.
What is it?
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
Narcos past season 1 sucks.
Well, they just put out so much, like Hulu and Amazon.
I wouldn't say The Witcher sucks, but it's not very good.
It's just boring.
Boring.
There's no reason a show on The Witcher has to be boring. There's no reason.
No, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, it is more based off the books than the movies, and I've never read the books, so maybe they're not very good. I've heard they're not very good. If you don't speak, Polish and you don't know all this fucking shit.
You gotta know. I've listened to part of one of them. You gotta know about, like, not even Slavic mythology as a whole, but Polish, like pre-Christian Polish mythology.
You can. But if that's the case, why not just base it off the games? Way more people know about the games than the books. Most of the books have not even been translated in English.
Yeah, they're almost all in Polish. The one I listened to, part of it was one of the few that was in English.
Was it The Last Wish?
I think so.
That's the first one. That's supposed to be one of the better ones. Oh, that's the one with the Jen where Carol makes.
What was The Punisher on? Was that on Amazon or was that on Netflix?
That was Hulu. That was Netflix.
Okay, because that was.
Yeah, those Marvel shows were crap.
What about The
first
Shield?
season of Daredevil was okay, and then everything else was awful.
What about Shield?
The Shield.
Yeah.
The cop show from the 2000s?
No, Shield, like Marvel
Shield?
Shield?
That was an ABC show.
Oh, was it? I thought that was Netflix.
No.
Okay, so here's the plot of the Netflix original movie, The Gray Man. So, senior CIA official...
No, let's not do the movies. Let's do the shows.
Okay. I just read the first part, though.
Alright.
See, well, just how cliche this is. Senior CIA official Donald Fitzroy visits a convicted murderer in prison. He offers the murderer his freedom in exchange for working as an assassin in the CIA Sierra program. The murderer agrees and takes the code name of Sierra 6. Oh my god. What the fuck? Who watches this?
Wanna know what was a good show?
What?
The Boss Baby Back in Business.
I like that show.
That was a good Netflix show.
I like that show. Oh, by the way, just off topic for a second, I got emailed a Twitter thread in my actual email. It was one
Elon Musk says he's never had sex.
No, he didn't. He didn't say never.
Oh, okay.
No, he's definitely had sex. No, he just said...
He has like 8 kids.
No, he just said, man, I haven't had sex in ages. Sigh.
I don't even think that's true.
Well, define ages. That could be 2 years. That could be ages for him.
Yeah, but I don't think that's true.
You don't think you think he's had sex in less than 2 years?
Yes. Yeah.
I can't argue with you because I don't know. That's the thing.
I think he's joking.
Okay. All right. If he is, it's funny. Or what? Yeah, the Boss Baby show was good. I like that one.
Yeah, it was a funny show. I really like the Boss Baby. Is the sequel supposed to be any good?
It didn't look good.
It didn't look good, but it could be good.
I don't know. I never saw it.
That about Thor.
No, I didn't. I didn't say it could be good. I said it doesn't look as bad. I said this probably isn't
No,
that
it's the same concept, except to a greater degree with Boss Baby.
No, but I said I guess that's true.
Eat shit, gamer.
It could be good though. I don't know. There's plenty of movies I thought didn't look good and were good.
Case in point. I don't know. Usually people have something when they say case in point, but I actually didn't have anything.
You ever see that movie The Chase with Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah, a long time ago. Isn't that an old one?
From the 2000s.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't think it was kind of like The Fugitive, right? I thought The Fugitive was better.
It's sort of like that, except at the end, after he escapes the villains, he falls through a roof, and then it's his birthday, and they're like, "Oh, we got you! You thought you were in trouble."
That's awesome. That'd be the best birthday present. We got you. You thought you were gay, but you're probably not. It's just straight ripping off Thumbtown gay Dustin Hoffman. Dude, Goku could kick.
No, because that's Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, gay actor Michael Douglas just straight up ripping off Thumbtown.
Dude, Goku could kick Dustin Hoffman's ass.
Goku, my boy Goku. I see him. He chasing Dustin Hoffman.
Well, I know Matt was
the movie I just said.
Yes, Goku kicked my ass. Yes, he did. Yeah, he kicked my ass.
No one knows who that is.
It's supposed to be Dustin Hoffman in Rain Man.
Okay.
Yes, Goku kicked my ass. Yeah, he did. I'm a fucking retard.
Definitely Goku kicked my ass. Yeah.
Definitely kicked. I was doing a little bit more like Thomas Murphy. Definitely kicked my ass. Definitely
kicked my ass. Yes.
I'm fucking retarded.
Definitely kicked my ass.
I'm a fucking retard.
I'm retarded. I don't know nothing except counting and getting pussy.
Getting head.
Huh?
And getting head.
And getting head.
What's funny is you talked about that 2 days ago or the other day, like when we were in the Dragon Ball movie, the Goku, but Goku's actually barely in that movie. So they're gonna have to. It's gonna be hard for them.
There's gonna be black kids having an aneurysm because Goku's not in the movie.
He's in it. Peyton and me saw the Japanese one, the bootleg. He's in it for like. He's in it like 15%. There's like a B plot, which is just kind of like filler.
No, he's in it for 1 or 2 scenes out of an 30-minute movie. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's like this filler. So like
that's like 5% of the movie.
So the plot is Goku and Vegeta. Beerus Matt, that's the purple cat god that looks like an Egyptian thing.
I know who he is.
Okay, so they're on his planet. They're on his planet training while Gohan and Piccolo and everybody else are on Earth. And there's the Red Ribbon Army, like from the original Dragon Ball, comes back. And they create these 2 robots that are based off Saitama from the One Punch Man. Not in the story, but like the design. But so anyway, they're fighting everybody. They're fighting Gohan and Piccolo and the rest of them, while Goku and Vegeta are fighting. It's filler on another planet, and they're not involved in the main plot at all. And there's like 2 scenes with them. So I don't think I think they'd probably be a little bit pissed. They'll be a little pissed that Goku's almost not in the movie at all. I don't know if they'll have a literal aneurysm. I think you're just being colorful. But I think a lot of them might be like, "Where's Goku? Where is he? You saw him. He's not going to be in most of the movie. Get over it."
No, I hope they cry.
They're not gonna cry. They're black teenagers.
We don't cry.
That's funny if they do.
We don't cry. We don't cry. We sulk.
Don't ruin my parade, Matt.
They're not gonna do that.
They're gonna sulk though. They do that.
They're not gonna be happy.
I like that they, for once, didn't focus on those two. They should focus on Piccolo and Gohan, for once.
Don't they like Piccolo because he's black?
They do, but they like Goku more. Piccolo gets the first power-up since, like, 1994 in this movie. So that might make up for lack of Goku.
So, cut this out if you want me to say it, but the year you were born then?
Yeah, well, what was the episode? What year was the episode of DBZ where he fused with Kami? That was the last time he powered up before this movie. So maybe the black teenagers will appreciate that, but I don't know if it'll quite make up for lack of Goku, even though he's in all of them. I don't know. It'll be funny. It'll be funny to hear them scream.
Is the episode called The Reunion?
No, the episode's going to be called Gay Netflix Shows plus Funny OC.
No, the reunion when Piccolo fused with Kami.
Is that what it's called? I don't know.
It says in the Dragon Ball Fandom.com.
Okay, I guess it is then. I just remember seeing that when I was a kid. But in any event, moving on.
It's no rerun if it's a reunion.
Yeah, but in any event, that'll be fun, I guess, to hear. I actually did go to some Paranormal Activity movie with black people. It was fucking annoying.
You don't go to a horror movie.
Yeah, I didn't know there was going to be a bunch of black people. They were like, oh, don't go in there.
Andrew,
what?
The episode was way older in Japan than you thought. 1992, and it released here in 2000.
Okay, well then they better be happy.
So for us, it was 22 years.
Most of them were born.
Yeah, before they were fucking born. It's the first time he's had any kind of power-up ever. But in any event, yeah, I saw one of the Paranormal Activity movies, and those movies suck. You know what one was...
They don't all suck. The first couple are okay.
Yeah, but Paranormal Entity is better than the Paranormal Activity movies.
It's a spin-off.
No. Paranormal Entity is an unrelated... I never saw that one with you. That one's pretty good.
I may have.
So there's like this family. It's a daughter, the brother, and they're both like either like their late teens or early 20s. And then the mom, who's an older lady. The dad's not around. They never explain it. And the daughter keeps getting confronted by a demon for some reason. It's invisible, and like obviously they can't see it, but it will like hold her down. Like she'll just be sleeping in bed, and they're not really religious, but there will be a cross over her bed, and then it will fall down. Like, ooh, symbolism.
I've seen that,
yeah, and then it just holds her down. She's like, I can't move. And then they call I don't think it was a Catholic priest, but it was some paranormal expert, and he wrote like something on.
It was a Mexican guy, right?
No, it was a white guy. They wrote mayor on the table, and they were like, is that like nightmare? And they're like, no, that's a type of demon no, that means nightmare in German, and it's a type of demon. It's a type of demon. Yeah, it's type of demon that rapes women. And at the end of the movie, she's like floating naked and getting fucked by an invisible demon.
That's one of the ghosts from Phasmophobia.
Is the mayor's?
Yeah.
Does it say they rape women?
I don't know, it could.
Okay. Well, that one's pretty good. I like my favorite scene of that movie is where it's chasing him around the house, and you can hear it like stomping around and shit. And then the mom and the daughter, and the daughter's out of the house, but the mom... No, the mom and the daughter leave to a hotel, I think. And the demon's fucking pissed. It eventually goes there, and so the brother is by himself, I think, in the house. And it's fucking chasing him and trying to take his anger out on the brother. So he has to run in the room. Running up a hill! I have gay sex! In front of other men, because I'm gay! Yeah, but what other Netflix shows were there?
Are we circling back around to Netflix shows?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know.
I think I should, I need one more topic, one more prepared topic.
Alright, go ahead.
Both of you have heard me go on about, but
Go on.
I did want to talk about on the show. So I want to talk, because I'm seeing this all the time on Twitter. I've told both of you about this, but there's this theme where in various pieces of media, these right-wing people will identify and they'll love a villain, and then like liberals will freak out if they're identifying with the villain.
On Twitter, right?
On Twitter. I'm sure this is happening just in general for us. I'm sure this is happening just in general. But, like, they're freaking out that they're not upset. And this is, I've seen this since at least Far Cry 5 came out. Which is one of the ones they cite as, because, I mean, Ubisoft famously removed the comments section for the "Keep Your Rifle by Your Side" song from Far Cry 5.
Did they really?
Yeah, that's, you can look it up. There's no comment section for "Keep Your Rifle by Your Side." Dude, I love it. I joined cults in Montana.
Jesus. Alright. I said Jesus, alright.
Not literally.
Not what you said, but it's the comment section's gone.
Oh yeah, they're so all these so you're seeing this go on. This is really coming into focus since season 3 of The Boys came out. I've seen season 1 of this show. I haven't seen season 2 or 3, but I think I'm gonna have to, because the political discussion of this show is just too funny. Because I've told both of you about this, but they have a character named Homelander, who's basically evil Superman. And
in the show, Matt.
You've seen season 1. So the scene everyone's talking about is in the last scene. In the last scene of the most recent season. There's this libtard that throws a rock at him, and then he lasers his head open with his laser eyes, and then some guy's like, libtard. Hell yeah! And then everyone's like, woo! We ain't libtards! And then there's these maggots living out. I freaking love Homelander obliterates libtard. And he's calling people fat, and he's saying they suck and they're losers. And so it's just that he's beloved. He's beloved by
The Magaverse.
The other one is there's a character that's he's like a racist Captain America, and he's played by the older brother from Supernatural. And he just has like he was an evil Captain America that's just like racist. He just casually has like opinions that people in the 70s have, and that's bad. So that's what's funny about that is because I read the Boys comics as a teenager. So I had a friend that was into them, and even at the time I thought they were stupid. Because the guy that wrote them, Garth Ennis, he wrote them in the 2000s.
Yeah.
He's like one of these amazing atheist liberals. So like he's from Ireland, which is, I think it's more common there. He'll like have a panic attack if you say God bless you. But he's probably never even thought about immigration. So like one of those guys in the 2000s.
Oh man.
What?
I said, oh man.
So yeah, and what I wanted to if you read comic books, you've probably read Preacher. It's the one that has like Gandhi and God and Abraham Lincoln in it.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it. I've never read it.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
I definitely, that one's a little better than The Boys. It's not as retardedly political. But what I found out is that this Captain America character, Soldier Boy, in the comics, he's gay. Which is something funny about libtard psychology. Because Garth Ennis, everyone he doesn't like, he makes gay. Everyone. But he would say that there's nothing wrong with being gay. But everyone he doesn't like, he makes gay.
Oh, that's interesting.
You'll be good. Because, once again, if you read
that's very common though. The bad
comics, you'll know he wrote like the most successful run of Punisher. He fucking loves Punisher.
But dude, that's pretty common. There was like when the Russia-Ukraine war started, there was all those political cartoons of Putin.
Putin being gay.
No. It was like Putin. No, it was Putin with like a gimp leash that was attached to Lukashenko.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you see this all the time.
You see it all the time.
So he loves the Punisher, but in the character in the show that's the good guy, that's played by Paul Urban, who's like the Punisher. He gets all the pussy. He loves pussy. He's not gay, but everyone else is bisexual, or they're gay, or they're a rapist. Very much shy. He has the politics of 12-year-olds. Like, by comparison, like, the Boys TV show with Seth Rogen is a fucking nuanced political treatise.
I forgot you said he's one of the writers.
What, the writer? Yes, the writers are all Jewish. They're all Jewish. The main guy is Captain, the creator of Supernatural, and there's Seth Rogen. I didn't tell you this, Solus. And once again, I haven't seen it, but I know in season 2, they have a character who's literally named Stormfront, and she's racist. Let's go. And she's played by the most Jewish actress I've ever seen.
Is she really?
Yeah, yeah. She was Jewish as shit. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll either have to watch it by myself, or maybe we'll try watching it out with Mad Men. But I'm kind of intrigued by this political thing around it. The other thing, on the same kind of topic, another one they bring up is all the time is Fight Club. They'll say, like, Fight Club, you're not supposed to think the narrator is a good guy. But then sometimes they'll think he's a good guy because they think, like, Fight Club is anti-capitalism, which is good. But it's also about it's also about toxic masculinity, which is just bad. But on acting on it, they destroy the credit card companies, which is good. So their opinion of Fight Club doesn't make any sense. They try this.
Go off, Matt. Go off.
Go off.
Yeah, go off.
Go off. So they have the most shallow and contradictory takes on Fight Club, and they come from all at once. Because I'm getting most of these from a meme I saw. It was a shitty political compass meme, but the guy was the libtard was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to like these things. Unironically, we made them to make fun of you." And then the Chad Epic right-wing guy was like, "Oh, they're freaking cool shit."
That's awesome.
So another classic example. I think this is 40K, the Imperium of Man specifically, is they say they say, "No, that's about fascist theocracy and how it's bad." the problem with that is that it totally works in that universe.
It probably what?
Is that it totally works in that universe.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's terrible, but it works.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Also, it's not like anyone else is any better, except for, like, arguably the Eldar, I guess.
Definitely not the Tau, because everyone's under mind control.
Yeah, more I guess the far side enclaves, but where people are not mind controlled. That's only so the far side enclaves are they're only good in as far as they're against
Against what?
The far side enclaves are only good in so far as they're against the rest of the Tau Empire.
Okay.
They don't have any ethereals there. They're Tau colonies without ethereals.
Okay.
In any case, what's fun? They'll say like the Imperium of Man. That is a commentary on how you're a small dick boy. Right. But they won't say that about the Tau, who are closer to left wing communists, whatever. The Imperium is anything.
Well, I mean, the modern mainstream American left isn't really. It's more, I guess you would call it. It's a loaded term, but they're more fascistic than they are communist.
They are more fascistic than they are socialistic. However, like the Tau are closer to like a left-wing egalitarian system than the Imperium is like fascism, as we would define it.
No, sure.
I mean, I'll say it is just for simplicity's sake that it's fascist, even though that's not true. But
fascism is kind of a loaded term.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all fake. But you say it's going to be real someday.
It's going to be real. I'll see it probably, hopefully.
You'll see you'll see the Imperium of Man.
Hopefully, let's pray.
You'll be corpse starch.
Yeah, I'll be corn, but I'll see it.
You'll see it as corpse starch?
Yes.
Okay. It's, yeah. Yeah, it's American Psycho's another one. Like, Patrick Bateman was a loser, and he never killed any of those people. But yes, he did. That's one of the most misunderstood endings ever.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that might be all of them. That's all the major ones. I just think it's funny. They demand that people be mad. One last thing I'll say about it is I quote tweeted something to that effect. Like I guess it's now one of the highest held beliefs of liberals. You are literally not allowed to have a different interpretation of a piece of art that the creator has. And there was this stupid sports sim soccer Spanish guy that replied to me, and he says, well, it's not just art. This is satire. You can't have a different opinion on satire.
No, of course not.
What?
So, no, of course not.
That was, yes. The opinion is literally as complex as this thing's supposed to be bad. I think it's good and more funny. In any case, like that's not even an opinion he actually has. He just has that or else he would be yelling at literature teachers for having a different take on Tom Sawyer. That's just something he had.
Well, I mean, unless the opinion was Tom Sawyer wasn't racist enough.
Tom Sawyer, that's somebody's take. Tom Sawyer isn't racist enough.
Yeah. He's like, Huckleberry Finn.
Tom Sawyer was ostensibly against slavery.
Huckleberry Finn, why on earth are you hanging out with this N-word American? What the fuck?
That's some teacher.
And that's what he should have said. That's what he should have said because that would have been cool. And they'd be like, that would actually make more sense as an act of terrorism than what they say is.
Yeah. That'd be the first T-shirt Libs of TikTok showcases. That's not a libtard. These teachers, man, even the ones that aren't like brainwashing kids with politics. Like, if you ever see that, like, I don't follow it, but I see it. You know, it gets retweeted all the time. Some of this shit these teachers do, even if it's not political, is just retarded.
Like what?
I saw this one. It was this cute 5th grade teacher, and she was, you know, whatever. She wasn't like trying to brainwash kids or anything. But she, in a conversation with her class, like, you know who texted me last night? My ex-boyfriend. What do you think I should do? The 5th grade class.
What do you think? She asked what she should do?
What I say is I'm going to become a teacher one day. That's my dream, and you can make fun of me the hell and back, and I love that.
I don't, like, being a teacher, man, it's so, they're not even babysitters anymore, because they can just close the school because they're a little afraid of coughing.
Yeah, those people are triple gay. I'm referring like my stupid ass you can make fun of, because again, that's my dream job.
Yeah, but these teachers, ever since COVID, there's no need for teachers anymore. At least not before, like, 7th grade. Their job could be done.
How does that make sense?
Their job could be done by an information kiosk.
Yeah, I don't get it. What do you mean?
The kids being taught would understand it better. Like,
well, I mean, I honestly think, at least.
I think that's kind of a joke. It's certainly in preschool and kindergarten, maybe even into 3rd grade. If you just showed kids tapes of Little Einstein and left the room, they would learn more than what a teacher's going to say. Teachers don't even read from the book anymore. Just have like
I agree with you with most teachers, but if a teacher's passionate, that they're going to be more efficient.
Why should they be? I mean, they don't even read from the book anymore. They just have a tablet.
Wait, whoa, Matt. Are you saying?
Debate this if you want. I don't really give a shit.
I'm not debating. I'm just.
Whoa, hold on. I disagree with you there. Are you saying they shouldn't care? Because the problem is most of them don't care.
Well, why should they?
I mean, maybe, I just don't know, like, the problem...
incentive for them to care.
Wait, hold on.
I think it's a redundant job.
Hold on.
You definitely don't need a bachelor's degree in food.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that, but I was gonna...
bachelor's degree thing is gonna crush me, I hate that.
Yeah, you shouldn't need a bachelor's degree to be a teacher. That is absolutely asinine.
No, I'm...
unionized.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, there obviously are exceptions. There are a tiny minority of teachers that are passionate about teaching. But the problem is, most of them don't care. They care about, like, propaganda or being stupid. Most of them don't, and that's the problem. You're saying that they...
talking about, like, the really political teachers.
No, I know. I'm saying most of them...
I'm not even talking about, like,
Hold on. You didn't let me finish. I've said that there's a tiny minority out there that are passionate. But the problem is, the vast majority, if they're not political, they're just stupid and they don't care. That's the problem, though. So you're saying they shouldn't care, that they're right not to care?
There's no incentive for them to care.
Well, I mean, what the incentive, I guess, is they get the bitch and make the teachers...
They're not getting paid enough.
Yeah, it's the incentive.
Teachers are overpaid. Even if teachers were doing an okay job, they'd still be overpaid.
They'd still be overpaid, you're correct.
Yeah, but I disagree with that. Like, what should they...
job, despite the degree being the hard part.
It's a job most people could do.
No.
Literally anyone with an IQ over 105 could be.
Yeah, I think it's
all these artificial barriers.
No, I think it's lower.
In my opinion too.
You probably need a higher intellectual capacity to be an HR manager at Target than you do to be a fucking.
No, look, I agree with that. I agree. I think even lower. I think it's 95, and you could be a teacher. That's not where I agree. I'm not talking about intelligence or IQ. I'm saying you're saying that it doesn't matter that they don't fucking care. Hold on.
I think before 7th grade, you don't even need a teacher in the class.
That's fine. But let's assume post 7th grade. You're saying
I fucking heavily disagree, Matt. That maybe for your life as a student when you went to high school or like middle school or elementary school, I to give you an example, my only bad teacher was ironically enough a math teacher for me. I'm really good at math, but that's the class I struggled in the most because he didn't teach shit.
Yeah, okay, fine.
well that's kind of an anecdote. That's kind of an anecdote, though.
Yeah, it's typical shit. Teachers are, they're not teachers.
But no, I know, but you're saying they shouldn't care. That's the part I don't get. It's like a dog chasing its own. Oh my God, Hayden!
They have to care.
Hayden, come on, back me up here. Can you explain to him that doesn't make any fucking sense?
Of course it makes sense.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Matt. So you're saying all humans should just use the internet and be fucking androids?
I'm not even saying that. No, hold on.
That is what they do. Why should they? There's no incentive structure.
Hold on.
School system, they're government employees.
Wait, hold on. I do
understand that, Matt. I'm saying, why would you not want that to change back?
It would be like there's no way it could change. They're fucking paid by the government.
Yeah, but they were always paid by the government.
Nothing we can do to make teachers give a fuck.
They were paid by the government in the 80s and 90s, though.
Yeah, but that's when you had schools with kids that weren't fucking addicted to drugs. And
fair enough.
By the time they were 6 years old.
Okay, fair enough.
So you say, oh, it'll never change back to the way it was in the 80s.
Dude, they shouldn't care.
No,
what a stupid fucking argument. No, what a stupid argument.
History works. It's so fucking unpredictable, man, that either one of us could be wrong. Things constantly fucking change.
Well, I agree with that, but I'm definitely.
They're heroes, whatever.
That's not what he said.
I didn't say they were. Clearly they're not.
I don't know. I don't respect them. I never did. I don't see them as any better than a fucking DMV.
It's
basically the same job.
There's a few exceptions. There are a few teachers I've liked, but overall, I don't respect them either. However, I
don't respect most educationalists either, but like that doesn't mean I'm not going to try to change fate in that.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? That is the dumbest thing.
One guy that kind of gives a fuck.
That's a better. Honestly,
it's a job people shouldn't be doing.
Okay, that might be true, but as long as it exists, you said, why should they care? Well, they're getting paid, aren't they?
Maybe not within my lifetime. Things will change, but maybe it will. You never know the future, Matt.
Aren't teachers? Aren't teachers still good?
If I was a teacher and I walked into to black kids milli rocking on a desk, I'd be like, all right, I went into $60,000. I went to fucking $80,000 of student debt for this. I would laugh. What is the comedy, man?
No, I agree with that, but that's a very specific situation. It was that.
That was the funny situation for this comedy show.
Okay, loosely comedic show.
Okay, but Matt, regardless if you like that situation or not,
well, I actually think that's funny. I don't blame the kids. I guess on some level I do, but I definitely.
Matt, let me put it this way. If you have a fucking simple system where it's just literally robots telling you what to do, or like the scripts or like videos.
Literally advocating that. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Well, hold on. I will say one thing.
They definitely learn more.
I'll say one thing. I think it depends on the class.
No. It's been proven, from my perspective, kids have been learning less since the fucking COVID, and teachers have been giving
Absolutely, but they're not doing what I said. They don't have an information kiosk.
The information kiosk would fail though, Matt, in the same fucking way.
It would, but I'm just playing devil's advocate and saying that like that's better than having some advocate's teacher. Depending on what state you live in, maybe makes like $75 grand.
It would depend on who are the teachers, Matt.
No, it doesn't. The incentive structures that they just fucking read. It's the same material.
No, wait. Individuals don't exist.
No, it's the same material. What's it matter? Like,
I'm not angry. I'm just really confused.
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
Before COVID, I would have said, I think teachers are necessary because they're babysitters to get you away from your kids while you fucking before you go home.
And you can have sex with your wife. You can get pegged by your wife at home in peace.
That's not the point.
No, that is the point. I would have said that. However, since COVID, they failed to do even that.
I agree with you, but it's because the modern teachers are either libtards or lazy. No in between.
Well, they're not particularly lazy.
They're pretty lazy.
Easier than anyone else, and they're fucking dead end job. It's just that it's just the nature of what they do.
Well, I'll say this: some classes.
You're giving me so much pushback on this, so I think you're only doing that because they.
No, I'm only doing that because you said, why should they care?
No, why should they?
That's where I disagree with you.
I'm not saying I don't care about my fucking job. Why should teachers care? It's the same shit.
I mean, people can choose to care about their job if they like it.
I don't even hate my job, but I'm just saying that teachers, they don't care because it's a job.
But they should though.
But it should. I don't think it. Look, I don't fault them for not caring.
You're saying a job where you try to train kids to fly out into society.
Well, I will say this.
These kids don't learn anything about how to socialize with kids. I guess they do a little bit because schools are they're centers where you're put with a bunch of kids and then you're bossed around by a bunch of cat ladies for 8 hours.
For my volunteer job, I took literally to inspire me to become a teacher. For like the volunteer job I did temporarily, so like as a requirement to graduate from high school, Matt, I had a good time teaching kids some math stuff.
You're so angry. You're saying my name so much.
I'm not angry. I'm just confused.
That's a tell that you're angry because you keep saying my name as a period. So
fair enough.
All right. Well, the only thing I'm really debating you on is they shouldn't care. I can't believe whatever.
You're saying like I can wave a magic wand and make them care. Of course.
Yeah, they should care.
Can I say something?
On a practical level, I mean, what incentives do they have to care? The government job.
I'm just disagreeing with you. I'm not angry. I'm swearing on my fucking heart right now.
Okay.
I'm just disagreeing.
Oh, that was funny. That was funnier than what did Matt say earlier? Oh, the black kids. That was funnier.
What about black kids?
No,
really rocking on the bench.
I swear.
That's the other thing. These teachers, they themselves go to these indoctrination centers, these colleges, and I saw this, I don't know if he was a teacher, but he had a degree in education, and he was saying, I tweeted about this like over a year ago, but he said something like, the idea that the classics are better than, what was it? The classics, as in, like, what we consider the canon,
a benefit of a young adult literature is founded in elitism that we found recently. And I tweeted that, it's like, this guy got to win 6 figures in student debt to be psyoped into believing that The Hunger Games is a better book than Moby Dick.
No, but hold on. I was gonna say.
Like, these people are clowns. And that's the other thing. Like, college is a scam for the vast majority of people.
That's true.
Yeah, it definitely is a scam for me, I can tell you that.
And it's good that they got scammed. So I think they deserve
Why?
it.
It's hurting society. Why? Okay, that's another thing I disagree with. Why is that
I
good?
can't achieve my dream job without going to redundant school. That's just...
Yeah, college.
That's fine, but that... but
You
I'm not gonna, just because you said that, I'm not going to say, oh, I take that back. No, it's good that you got scammed, because it's a scam.
No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying I'm going to get
for me, though.
But you don't really have a choice if you want to.
Not for me. That's not what I meant.
You kind of are, because you're saying, but I have to. But yeah, like, everyone thinks they have to.
Well, you have to if you want to be a teacher.
Yeah, but like they won't hire me unless they.
No, I know. I'm just saying, it is a scam, and it's good that you got scammed. Well, maybe not you specifically, but you know what I mean.
I'm agreeing with you, though. I'm saying I'm gonna get scammed, but at the same time, it's the only way to get me into that fucking program.
Yeah, it's good that they got scammed. I'm gonna laugh at them for the next 7 years with their
Laugh at me then.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at you for years with your student debt, like people in judge. What did you say? We said I have 7 figures in student debt. I'm the 4th one here.
Yeah.
I'm a poor bitch. Make me president.
Well, hold on. Well, I was gonna say though that okay, so I forgot. It went on for so long. Oh, I remember.
I was just making like a.
I remember. Now I'm gonna forget it.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm gonna forget it.
I don't know.
Okay. I remember now. I remember. I will say I think Matt is at least partial. There's probably some classes like math or science where if the teachers actually gave a fuck, they gave a fuck. They gave a fuck.
Motherfucker, I love being a teacher.
What's his dude's name again?
Ethan Ralph. But no, if they like
thank you.
if they gave a fuck, they could do some good work. But like with history, most of the stuff I've learned about history is from either reading books, sometimes recommended by schools, usually not, colleges or school, or just watching videos or listening to audiobooks. I've learned far more.
No, I actually 100% agree with you on history for both of you.
Yeah, history and philosophy and shit like that. You don't need teachers for that. Those classes should be over.
Yeah, they don't need.
I 100%. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the other. Like they're learning. If kid is for some reason is unfortunate enough to pay attention for a little while, he's gonna hear that Thomas Jefferson had sex with his slaves and his dick was small. Learning about the history sucks anyway.
All I was gonna say about that is like history is important to learn, but like not from teachers because they'll just put their own bias and their own spin on it.
Well, everybody does.
Science, they can't really do that.
Well, everybody does, but wouldn't it be just cheaper to have like a robot teach you about history that's gonna just scan a bunch of...
That's what I'm agreeing with.
No, I know. I guess I'm kind of overall meeting you guys halfway, but I honestly do think if teachers gave a fuck, which they should, by the way, that's the disagreement I had, there is classes they would be useful in, like science and math. They could, if they cared, but there are some classes you're just better off with a robot. You're better off history or philosophy or economics is better off with a robot.
No, I agree with that. I completely agree, just because...
So like social studies.
They can't insert their own stupid opinions and try to brainwash kids.
Oh, and some of that data is going to be biased, the robot picks out. But at the very least, they're just picking through data sources. They're not, they're not like, Julius Caesar was black, and he had a huge penis. It didn't work.
It was too big for it.
Yeah, they.
How do you feel that Thomas Jefferson's my favorite president? By the way, is it fitting for my also small cat?
I don't think Thomas Jefferson actually had a small pig. I think that's what that was my example of what a teacher would say.
My name is Alexander Hamilton. My dick is fucking small.
And granted,
You believe that Thomas Jefferson has a small pig?
I just believe it because history is probably my worst. Like that and geography are my worst fucking weaknesses.
Oh my god, thank you for reminding me.
I'm going to teach math and science anyway, so get fucked.
Geography should be the first one that teachers are kicked out of. It should be geography.
Oh yeah, because you can look at a map.
Yeah, who can... What?
I definitely learned geography.
I'm like an anime character that can't understand locations like in a billion animes, Andrew.
Yeah, there are a lot of characters like that. I know where Brunei is, and you don't. Can't be that good at geography.
Despite that, I'm really good at fucking math, calculus, all sorts of fucking shit. I can code fucking video games. But geography? No, I'm too stupid for simple shit, apparently.
Well, you just gotta read.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I mean, you gotta actually look around for
You
it.
have to read the names of the countries on the map. I get it.
Yeah, like
I can't remember names for shit. That's always been my thing, and you
like
know that.
like Animaniacs.
What's up?
Yeah, like Animaniacs. He pointed to different countries and states and shit.
Yeah, but I'm really bad at that because I can't remember names for shit. That's my weakness.
Oh, fair enough. I'm just
really,
saying.
Really close to something. Which for countries, why the fuck would I?
But look, I've known other people that suck at geography too. I mean, I know this isn't your argument, but I'm saying a teacher's not going to fix that. You're either going to get it or you're not.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Geography, history, philosophy teachers should be booted the fuck out.
Especially philosophy. Like I remember.
Yeah, that's the worst one. That's the worst one.
Bausch did with Charlie Kirk. With the whole debate sucked. But Bausch like, you're not there. You should teach people philosophy in school. And Charlie Kirk, to my shock, said they should teach philosophy in school. And I said, no. You know what happens when you teach philosophy in school? This debate is what happens.
St. Augustine was gay.
I think philosophers should still be able to exist, but like they should just be able to use their books in schools. That's it.
Yeah, just open up. I've learned more about philosophy than some. Did I tell you? I told Matt this. So we had this teacher who gave us this book. It was about like Confucianism and how it can be more inclusive. Like, first of all, who cares if you're not an Orient? I mean, it's interesting if you want to understand how the Chinese think. It is important. But, like, who cares about implementing Confucianism, first of all?
How are you going to know what the Chinese think?
Confucianism, more like
How are you going to learn what the Chinese think? You can't connect to their insect hive mind.
Well, I mean, it's the best we can do.
Yeah, but
it's the best we can do. It's the best we can do, all right? You know I'm right. Anyway, but then it was like, Confucius was, like, mean to women. Okay, who cares? And it was like, they don't have all the prerequisites that you would need in a truly egalitarian society. It's not...
divorce his wife because she wouldn't give him head.
I don't know if it was head, but he did divorce a wife because she wouldn't have enough sex with him. But anyway, so he was like, oh, what if there was, like, a Mexican woman that worked for a guy, and he was saying racist shit about her? What would she do under the Confucius system that currently exists? Who cares? What are you talking about? It just sounds like schizophrenic gobbledygook. Can I just read the source material? Why do I need your stupid opinion? I just
bought material more like it.
And I just bought the Analects of Confucius, and I'm like, okay, so this is what he thought. I don't need some stupid interjection by some dumb woman who doesn't know what she's talking about. Stupid. You can't just read this. You always have to have this dumb interpretation. Like, Sigmund Freud didn't like women. That was another article we had. And that sucks. That needs to be rectified. Why? That's what he thought. What? St. Augustine was gay and his dick was small.
Andrew, I got a name for this episode of the podcast, by the way, if I can share that yet.
Alright, go ahead. We're about to end it.
We're about to end it?
Yeah.
Okay. The idea I came up with is Big Boy's class is in session. Is that a good name for the episode?
Clarence is here. Clarence is Clarence is ready for school.
The reason I did that is because the Wario stupid mascot you saw on the fireworks.
That's not Wario, dummy. That's Big Boy.
It's Big Boy.
Very different.
I know it's Big Boy. He looks like you get what I'm saying. I'm an idiot.
Did I tell you when I showed it, like, Dad, look at this? And then my dad's reaction was, what the fuck? That's stealing.
Yeah, so I'm laughing at it, of course. But, like, again, it should be called Big Boy's Class in Session. I'm not going to name it that now because now the audience will hear this and they will laugh at me once it's not named that.
It's called
Homeland. It's Homelander time.
It's
on Twitter.
Big Boy supports the homeland.
Big Boy supports Homelander.
Yeah.
Big Boy supports
Homelander MAGA style.
Lame.
That's it. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let's go with that.
Lame Wario OC likes things that he isn't supposed to like.
Wario OC likes things that are making fun of him.
I like that. That's great.
He likes things like the lame podcast.
Are you gonna call it that, or are you gonna
That's
call
perfect.
It Big Boy
That's
supports Homelander?
Big Boy supports Homelander. I'm just fucking around with you guys.
Okay.
I do like he supports. No, I like.
MAGA style, no duh. Just make them remember that.
No, I like Big
And
Boy.
that's easy because it's gonna be at the end of the fucking.
I like Big Boy Wario OC enjoys thing that's making fun of him. I think that's perfect.
That's funny, yes, Big Boy.
No, I like Matt's better. Matt has the superior opinion.
Okay, I've been outvoted. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna end it now. Here, hold on.
Hard.
This is stop button.